Here we go. Welcome to the zone where the numbers don't lie. Breaking it down, play by play, eye to eye. Stats on the board, heat in the booth, fast takes, deep dives, searching for truth. From the court to the field, it's precision we bring. With a mic and a metric, we dissect everything. Analytics, this, where the game gets real. Feel the data, hear the steel. Crunching numbers, calling plays. Running hot takes every day. Beyond the highlights, behind the scenes, we break it down, no in-betweens. Legacy, power, tactics, and grit. If it's in the game, we're talking it. Analytics, this, say it loud. Analytics.
Yeah, all right.
I think you're going to chart on I think it's climbing up the charts, billboards.
We were having such a great discussion before the show. I said, hey, let me interrupt this to go on. Let's do that. So people, first, let's do some introductions. Welcome to Analytics This on the Stu Spark Media Network, sponsored by All That Butter. Click on the link, All That Butter, beard butter, and other beauty products. It's right here. All That Butter, check it out. Click on the link, order up some beard butter. All right. Now, let's do this. I introduce myself, a special guest tonight with my co-host, Posh Clevelander. Thank you for joining us. And Ethan Greenberg. Now, Ethan, what are you doing today? What exactly are you doing now? Go ahead and plug away.
Oh, why, thank you. Why, thank you.
Hey, Mike, Cavs UK. What up, guys? What up, man? Thanks.
So, yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate this. Glad to be here with you and
man.
you and Posh. No, right now, what am I doing? What am I not doing? Still doing my Going Nuclear full-blown coverage of the land. I am part of Collectin' and Connectin', a good vibes community. That's where that is part of that group over there. Also part of the Prospects of the Land podcast. That's part of the Baseball Banter broadcast network, group of podcasts. And also the part of the Land Media Group doing the Let's Go Crunch podcast.
Was it Kent State losing?
Hey! They just pulled within 6. You hush, Mike. You hush. I've got an eye on everything here.
Hey, I'm a Kent State nurse.
That's right. Hey, we've come out of half.
Right.
Hey, we came out of the locker room. We were on an 8-0 spurt. We're back within 6. So
okay.
Got my eye on my Golden Flashes, and if they win, it's an upset win, and I'll be upset if the Cavs don't win. But here I am, and there you have it, and that's who I is.
Cavs were up by 17 at halftime,
Okay.
67-50. Well, it was weird because I saw the tweets or the X posts, whatever you want to call them. Where are they? I can't find them. They're on Amazon Prime tonight.
Yeah, they're up by 15 right now, middle of the third quarter. Timeout on the floor by the Mavericks.
Well, Evan Mobley had like 21 points in the first half.
Yeah, he's up to 27 points, 6 boards, 2 assists on 12 of 15 from the field against a tanking Mavs team. So,
you think they're tanking on purpose already this early?
What do you? Oh, this early? Posh, they're down. They played 66 games. This is 69. They've got 13 games after it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They're trying to get like a top 3 seed.
I forget. Okay.
They're trying to get a top 3 seed at this point. I think they can. Probably they could possibly catch 2, couldn't they?
They're not catch one. The Cavs. It's all about being healthy. If they're better off getting the 4 seed. And Boston is playing amazing right now. And now that Jason Tatum is back, they are likely the favorites despite not being the 1 seed. In all likelihood, the best case scenario for the Cavs is that, let's say they are the 4 seed, they survive that, and then they potentially play Detroit in the second round, let potentially New York and Boston at 2 and 3 battle each other, and maybe you catch a break in the conference finals. But yeah, anyway, so I don't want to veer away from, our main topic here.
Well, the main topic was Monday was the beginning of the tampering period, and Wednesday was the beginning of the new league year. And the Browns were active, so we got stuff to talk about.
They said, give them something to talk about.
Yes. Yes, we don't want to get copyrighted, Ethan. Thank you.
They could never mistake my terrible singing for any
Oh, yeah.
real value there.
I'll tell you what. We can also talk about the Bigfoot sightings in Northeast Ohio.
Yes.
So we can talk about that.
Yes, and
The
then
Ken
also
Carmen
the
jokes just kept
financial
running
thing.
in.
Yeah, the unclaimed money they're trying to last minute ditch hold against the Browns.
There was a Franklin County magistrate put up an injunction on it. You're going to have a higher level judge remove it.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, it's.
You know what? I'm at this point, like Lou, we talked, months and months ago, 6 months ago, 8 months, whenever it was during the season, we talked a lot about the stadium stuff, and I'm not sweating it. They're already starting to dig. This thing is getting built one way or another, and there's no turning back. However, they've got to pay for it. They've got to pay for it because it's not just the Browns Stadium, and it's not just Brook Park. It is Ohio sporting venues, athletic venues that all are supposed to benefit from these funds. So, take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, I think the judge saw JW in the Browns hard hat and got mad and decided to. Everyone was hating on JW wearing the Browns hard hat. I love the Browns hard hat. My son had that during his internship. I love the Browns hard hat. Everyone was hating on JW Johnson wearing the Browns hard hat at the dig last week or so. I thought it was adorable.
Well, they don't even have the official groundbreaking till the end of April.
Yes, that is correct. But I mean,
What was that then? What was JW?
That's just the very beginning of it. They're just digging. They
got to go 80 deep.
80 feet in ground.
You told me they were gonna go. Yeah.
80 feet in ground. So if you got the cheap seats, you don't have to climb as many steps. You just walk in and go to your seat.
It's like the old Ritual Coliseum.
Okay.
I think the Convo Center, the Wolstein Center, same way. But that's kind of old school. And actually, I think there's a number of places that, like, isn't SoFi built down into the ground because they have to watch out of LAX air traffic?
Yeah, similar. Yeah,
I think it is. I think they are.
I think it's very very similar situations. I believe.
Right.
So that's cool. I mean, no, it's going to get built. It's going to happen. These people, I think more and more people are getting more and more excited about it as time goes on. Speaking of excitement, I really am pleased with what the Browns did thus far. Meaning that the biggest glaring need on this team was offense, specifically offensive line. They attacked it.
Yep.
So
Out
far.
the gate. Attacked it.
They addressed the need. And I'm sitting here. I had it up here. Who they got? They had. Who they picked up? Well, Tevin Jenkins.
They retained him. That's a great move. They've got
Elton Jenkins is his brother.
Elton.
I don't think they're related.
I saw that. I saw that on.
I don't.
No relation.
Somebody said
No relation. Yeah.
No relation. I saw somebody say that. That's why I asked. I'm like,
Yeah, no relation. But hey, you might as well. They're going to be in the trench. They potentially are going to be in the trenches
so
together, and they might as well be close as brothers.
No, he's
Browns
played different
brothers,
positions
yep.
too, but he could play center. Then you had Zion Johnson, the Chargers guard, which was a very good pickup.
Yes.
He's young. He's still young. Titus Howard, which was So technically, you also didn't. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Andrew Berry also say that? If I'm not mistaken, that Luke Whippler will be ready to go by training camp, and so will Juwan Jones.
He said, I don't remember if he had surgery or not.
Oh.
Did Luke have surgery? I'm not sure. I don't remember. He said that at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or was he talking? Yeah, that's right. You're talking about.
Radar.
Well,
Luke
I think they're going to draft a center, and they're going to draft a tackle.
You think they're going to go for drafting a center, huh?
But it probably won't be till like the third or fourth round.
See, I think that I don't think
I
they
have
will. I don't
tackle.
think they'll draft a center with the idea of starting said center. I think the hope is honestly, if Whippler can be healthy, he's not horrible. But they will definitely, absolutely. The first round is going to absolutely include an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
It's I'm putting it. It's going to be Freeling. This is what I think they're going to do. I think it's going to be Freeling, but I think they're going to trade down and try to get an extra pick in the first 2 rounds next year.
Yeah,
Who's Freeling? What?
Monroe
Monroe Freeling.
Left
Monroe
tackle from
Freeling is
Georgia.
out of what?
Left tackle Georgia. Yep.
Yeah, I think he is skyrocketing up everybody's draft board, and it's kind of unfortunate because they may have to take him earlier than they possibly wanted, and we'll see. But it's really they have to rebuild the offensive line. But speaking of rebuilding, the
Kalia
model.
Davis.
Speaking of
Yep.
the model they're using. They're using the Chicago Bears model from last year. What do you think about the Bears getting Jed Wills? Great job for
Great.
them, huh?
Good job. Yeah, good for them.
Get Caleb
That
Williams
was
killed over
crazy.
there.
Jedrick, Jedrick Willis. Didn't they see the film that we all saw of Jedrick Willis standing around, not making secondary blocks, not following up his block? What are they just like? Do they not have cap money, cap space? What are we doing?
They're giving him a chance. He was a first round talent, and they're giving him a chance.
Exactly. I think that's what it is. He had a pretty good his rookie season was arguably his best season. His second season not too bad, but then he started having injuries, and he just was never the same.
Well, Mike, Zach Zinter, is he going to survive roster cuts? We'll have to. We'll know by training camp. I'll tell you.
That guy, he how
Another-
crazy is that? He has that injury against Ohio State in the last regular season game in his senior year.
Broke his leg.
Yeah,
Nasty.
and then he really hasn't been able to make it happen. I mean, his limited playing action, he was like a healthy scratch quite often. Even last year, he was a healthy scratch when they needed offensive line help. And I don't know, he's got a lot of work to do, but it's there for the taking. I think that right now he's going to be kind of tough. He's going to be a rotational player, it appears, at best. With the pickups they've made so far, but. I don't know. We'll have to look at the depth chart. Look, it's a long way to go. We have got a long way to go before we even start to kind of solidify these things.
Well, they also made some defensive signings too, which Mike pointed out. We talked before the Kalia Davis was today, and they lost Evan Bush, which was unfortunate, but Chicago overpaid him. But he earned that contract. Hey, have at it, man. That's your. But Quincy Williams.
I am very pleased about that pick.
Everybody
I
liked
am
that
a
pickup.
Jets fan also. Browns is my first team. Jets is my secondary team, along with Chargers, my tertiary team, because I had a class with Antonio Gates at Kent State.
Oh, but he's not there anymore. So you don't need to worry about them.
I still love the Chargers. Still third place, my third favorite team. Anyway, the Jets, Quincy Williams, I think he's going to help our defense, solidify it. We've got to come, deal with the
Interesting.
fact that we're not getting some pieces back with like JOK. We have to be honest with ourselves. Can Mason Graham and Carson sometimes there is a sophomore slump. Let's just be honest. So yeah, let's go ahead, get some Quincy with something to prove. He had some injuries. He's excited. He's already been on social media talking about he's very excited to be here.
Oh yeah. Did you hear a story about something happened with a coach? That at the Jets is the reason why his playing time got cut.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Pardon me. Sorry for talking over anybody here, but
No, don't
I
worry
know
about
that
it.
he talked about that there was a difference in philosophy on what his best style is, and I think he was saying under last season under Glenn and the new staff, it didn't allow him to play to his strengths. So the style that he's coming into may be more fit, for him to succeed. It'll be very interesting. I guess that's the best best way I can put it. And we'll see what happens here. Well, it's I think that it's not a bad move at all. I like it. I like the move. Bottom line, I think that losing Devin Bush kind of stunk, but he proved himself. So he had a prove it deal last year, and he did it. And now the Bears paid him. Okay, great, good.
Yeah.
Good for them. But he's
getting his money, and I can see the Bears need him. I can. It makes sense. You can't fault a other team trying to put their parts together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I think it's good. And Williams is a veteran. He's been around. I mean, look, he played. If I'm looking here, right? Yeah. So he was with the Jags for 2 years and the Jets for 5.
Now I don't understand the Jets picking up Geno Smith.
Well, they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, and there's nobody. The only guy
they are
worth drafting
tanking.
early is
They are
Mendoza.
tanking. They are going to stink this year, and the goal is
to get Arch,
to be at the top of the draft and get whomever. There's going to be. It's supposedly there will be numerous good NFL caliber quarterbacks at the top of next year's draft.
That I am scratching my head all week. Why did they pick up?
Yeah, because they got nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CB depth, yeah. Quarterback depth will be there. Martin Emerson's probably gone. He also mentioned about Ethan Posick. Yeah, I don't know. I think the market's he was hurt. He's hurt all last year too.
Yeah.
So
was he hurt all of last year? It was just toward the end, wasn't it?
I want to say it was about halfway through the season, maybe.
Yeah, that's possible. That's distinct possibility.
Yeah, that's why they cut Jack. They cut Jack Conklin too.
Yeah, he was never.
Well,
healthy.
he was never healthy, and he was cost a lot of money. And they need someone who's the best ability is availability.
Yeah, that's why they traded for Titus Howard. I'm knocking on wood here. He hasn't missed games, so that's why they did that. But they addressed the offensive line. That was the biggest glaring need. I think that's going to be
that is the key.
Well, no, the other thing too. I've heard this because next year the money and the cap hit for Deshaun Watson hasn't hurt us as bad as people think. What really hurt us was the lack of draft picks, giving up all those draft picks.
Yep.
So adding an extra second last year, an extra first this year, and you figure you get an extra second or first next year, that'll make up for it. Because, I mean, I don't know. You tell me if that's what you agree with or not. But that's why I think they're going to try to trade back and still get Freeling.
Okay.
That's just what I think they're going to do on draft day. But go ahead, Posh. What were you about to say?
So you're saying Morgan Freeland? Do you think he'll be available in the third round though?
No. Monroe Freeling.
I'm sorry, Monroe Freeling.
Monroe Freeling. He should be available if we trade down to maybe. I wouldn't go past 11 from 6. Okay. What are you saying, Ethan? You think he's going to be?
I'd have to look at the the draft board and such. Yeah. If you can pull that one off, great. It's going to depend. Like, what do they keep talking about? Don't the Cowboys have like the 11th, 12th pick, something along those lines? I can go and I can pull it up.
The Cowboys have like several first round picks.
Right. And
they have 2 next year.
Right, and there's a lot of team with a lot of picks. I guess that's the the crux of it. And I think that Andrew Berry, ultimately, he has to have another killer draft. And as despite my feelings of just utter disgust last year when we initially traded down and ended up
I was standing right next to you.
Yes, I know. I do know. That's why I brought it up.
I talked him off the edge. Come on, Ethan. It's okay.
Yeah, I calmed down after a little while, and it turned out to be like obviously it turned into a very good move.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is that the Jags did well despite Travis Hunter basically being a non-factor.
And I'm hearing he's getting divorced already.
Was that tweet real?
I don't know.
Was that tweet real about him getting divorced and how she slept with his coach allegedly? I wasn't able to.
I don't know. Let's see. Go ahead, keep talking because I'm gonna go ahead and try to verify that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's no good. All right, so I'm just out of curiosity. I've got the draft order up here.
Mhm.
Raiders are absolutely going quarterback.
Oh yeah.
The Jets have got to be going like, okay, there it is. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Yep.
Yeah, so he's got, so after us, the Commanders, Saints, Chiefs, Bungles, Dolphins, and Cowboys. Well, the Chiefs took care of a running back need, right? The Bengals, they severely need offensive line help. But their defense was atrocious last year, so I could see them going D. They just lost Trey Hendrickson. The Dolphins, well, they showed some spirit after the Cleveland loss. They actually showed some spirit and such. But I don't know. I really haven't gotten a good feel of this. If there was anybody that was going to, who would trade up with the Browns, do you think?
Who would trade up? I don't think Cincinnati would do it because it's within the division. Cowboys might if somebody like a Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles is there
Right.
and they want them.
Exactly. I think
Yeah.
that there. So the question is, if we move down, are we going to still be able to get, get Freeling, or whomever it is that we've targeted,
Yeah,
and
he just said Cowboys for Downs. Yeah. I mean, if we drafted Caleb Downs, I would not be upset at all.
no way. Yeah, Downs would be an amazing addition to this team. I mean, he's just an amazing football player, and so when you talk about best player available, that's the kind of guy.
What position does Caleb play?
He was played like safety, but he was all over the place. He can do everything. I mean, at Ohio State, he was amazing. He was absolutely amazing.
Because I've been side eyeing Denzel for a while.
According to this, he's still not. He's not divorced. They had the birth of their first child, and it's looked like it's just rumors.
Okay.
True.
Well, there we go. I'm glad we've cleared. I'm glad we've cleared that one up.
You can sleep tonight. Okay.
Hey,
absolutely.
I mean, no offense, but there's a lot of red flags with that young lady. So
yeah.
So, but go ahead, Ethan. Continue.
No, I didn't. Nothing to. I mean, I guess I was kind of just analyzing the draft picks and who might want to trade up with us, and would we still be able to get who we want?
Yeah, if we could trade down and still get Freeling and get an extra pick next year,
that would be good.
That would be an excellent way to do it. And but Lou, here's the question, which we will, have to really think about is, the other need is wide receiver. We have got to find somebody. My preference as a homer is I'm like, if Carnell Tate is there, you take that guy.
That's the only choice.
But if you are like, we have to build the offensive line, Amari Cooper is not a first rounder. He's not Omar. It's Omar Cooper, right?
Omar Cooper, yeah.
He is not a first rounder. He is a possession receiver. He is not a first. I don't get the heck out of here with your Washington wide receivers. I don't like these guys. Don't give me Jordan Tyson injured.
Malachi Lemon,
small.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you give me Carnell Tate. That guy can win the ball. He is a.
If they drafted Carnell Tate, I wouldn't complain if they stayed at 6.
And of course, the Browns are not going to do it. They're not.
No, they won't. No, they
never
won't.
do anything that we want them to do. Really, with an intense fire.
Well,
I don't think they're going to do it.
There's also rumors there's trades for a veteran receiver. I don't know if I'm buying the Brian Thomas Jr. stuff or the Chris Olave or the what's the other one?
I'm not sure who.
But I'm hearing that they're going to trade for a veteran receiver, but
it's a distinct possibility. I wouldn't put anything past them, but
what free agents available wide receivers would you guys accept?
I don't even know who's available now.
Is there anybody worthwhile? Because you gotta think you're picking up like someone else's trash.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is at this juncture. And again, we have to realize we do not have the money to be doing
time.
I do not have the money. Okay.
No.
So to go out and get a free agent, you have to, and if you want like a really good one, you have to have the money.
Yep. Second and drops. Yeah, and I guess he was saying that Cooper is projected to be a first rounder. Interesting. Yeah, you got to have the money in the cap space to do it.
Right. So
yeah,
we're
we-
limited.
Yeah, so I mean, we addressed the offensive line. We need to address receiver. They did sign a backup tight end. From the
Stoll.
Saints.
Stoll. Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah,
look,
that's
it's
fine.
clear. Jack Stoll clearly, Fannin is going to be QB. Is going to be tight end one. He is going to be your receiver, your pass catcher. But you need another blocker. You need to bring somebody in. I'm not great, good, wonderful. Can we convert Winston Reed to a tight end or something like that? I don't know. I mean,
End of the third quarter, Cavs 108, Dallas Mavericks 83. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
that's where we're
okay,
at.
I'm feeling all right about that. The other games got me on edge. We're 52-48 with Akron with under 12 to go, I think. But it's getting physical there. It's getting
Is it the finals in the
no
MAC, or-
tomorrow. It's a
Tomorrow's
semifinal.
Semifinals. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Is that at Rocket Arena downtown?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay,
It is at
okay.
Rocket Arena, and it is definitely gotten intense out there. There is some physicality going on, and I mean, the refs are to an extent letting them play. But I digress. Let's talk.
Yeah.
I think that what we also retained. So we talked about some other guys. We didn't talk about some other guys we retained. The biggest one, Corey Bojorquez.
Well, we also retained. We
player.
restricted free agent tenders.
Yes.
With Schmidt, the long
Sa-
snapper.
Sunahara.
Sunahara. Yes.
Sunahara.
A UFL player. Yes.
Yep, Sunahara. And I mean, look, we retained Ronnie Hickman.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Tevin Jenkins, Trey Avery, Bojorquez, and cornerback D'Angelo Ross. I don't even know who these guys. Some of these guys are. I don't know. It is going to be
Stephon Diggs is still out there, I think.
great. No, I don't need an old malcontent wide receiver.
Well, let me think. Well, Mike Evans went to the 49ers.
Sure did.
Debo Samuel, did he go to the 49ers?
No. Wait. Debo went somewhere else last year, but it's Ayuk who's available.
Yes.
But he's going to want a lot of money, and
Did he get cut?
I believe that he did. I mean,
Okay.
he was just in all kinds of fights with the Niners.
There was a problems there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He left on weird circumstances, and supposedly his agent or someone recently was side eyeing him, saying some things that weren't.
I didn't know this,
Oh,
but Keenan Allen is a free agent.
Oh, great. Old. Wonderful.
Marquise Brown, Christian Kirk. Come on.
I mean, I would take him on a flyer. If they're willing to play for the vet minimum, fine. But I'm not counting on them. You can add depth, sure. But let's talk about the wide receiver room. Judy is not wide receiver 1. He needs to be wide receiver 2.
Right.
He's trying to prove it that he made sure to drop. He's working out at performance camp already.
Oh, good. Yeah, great. Seeing is believing.
See it on the field. When we
There it
see
is.
On the field, yeah.
Said Tillman, speaking of people seeing things on the field, he can barely stay on the field. The poor guy gets injured too often.
Yeah.
I like the possibilities of Isaiah Bond, but he's got work to do. The fact that pass hit him in the head, that slant pattern down near the goal line, and he turned and it wham right in the head.
He wasn't ready for it. Yeah, he was like, it was happening too
You got to
quick.
be ready. And I think that was the thing. They talked about him not running his routes all the way through, like kind of giving up on a route if it wasn't coming his way or something along those lines. I remember the analysis of it. But I think that we've got to get a wide receiver 1. It'd be good to add depth, of course, but,
Left tackle and wide receiver 1.
yeah,
Will
absolutely.
there be anybody available at 24 that you could look at and say, yeah, that's a top receiver?
Oh, I think so. But
Who would you want?
Is the running back position, is wide receiver position one of the
I
most
saw that. Yeah,
known position?
Juan Jennings. I saw Juan Jennings. Yeah,
Jawan Jennings,
Juwan Jennings. Yep.
yeah. I mean, that's a possibility. So go ahead, Posh. What were you saying?
Yes, after the running back position, is the wide receiver position one of the most injured positions? What was up with? Let's break down Judy. Can Judy redeem himself this season, guys?
I think if the focus is not on him, that will be helpful.
Okay.
And it is kind of the way I see it. He was, you know, he obviously had an amazing season the year before. But I also think that last year just sucked for everybody. Let's just be quite frank. It sucked for everybody. The fact that the offensive line was not great in either run or pass protection.
We're like the 31st offense in the league, 30th or 31st offense in the
Well,
league.
yeah, and if you're not, if your quarterback is on his rear end, and and then the running back is getting hit 2 yards deep, it makes it kind of difficult
Yeah.
to have a good receiving core. But the fact that he dropped so many passes is my bigger issue.
Right.
And I don't think I also don't, and I'm not sure if it was scheme or otherwise, that he couldn't create space for himself. He can't go out and run a route and get open.
Kick return. Gage is the guy. I'm not sure Gage is the guy. I don't think so either. Well, I'll see what they do with that.
Oh boy, that was rough. And they better get on him. Here's my thing. I want to see accountability.
Yeah.
You drop a
Muffin
kick,
give you that.
you keep muffing kicks, you're going to muff your way off the squad, and adios, amigo. And the coach who keeps putting you out there, yeah, they get fired too.
Oh, by the way, speaking of fire, is Bubba Ventrone gone?
Oh yeah. He went down to Atlanta, didn't he? No, no, not Atlanta.
Tennessee?
He's gone. All I know is thank
He's
goodness.
gone.
Okay.
I think he went to Tennessee.
Oh, great.
I think he went to the Titans. Let me double check that.
Oh, another good one. Yeah, I mean that guy had to go. And again, I think that the fact that part of the downfall, I think, of Stefanski,
Rams. He went to the Rams.
which is crazy, because they fired their special teams coach in the middle of last year, and that may have cost them in the playoffs. But the reluctance of Stefanski to fire people.
I also
Crazy.
heard too. Just so we know that there was no assistant special teams coordinator to step in. So
Could they have been any worse?
True, but they didn't have anybody to step in. They needed a body to do it. So I heard that. I'm not
I don't
defending
know.
Stefanski entirely. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bosh.
On Stefanski not firing people, the one thing I like about him is that he gives people time to hang themselves.
But that's not a good thing.
But yeah, and I know that means some losses that you might have to go through and eat because of it, but it you gotta create accountability. Okay, you gotta
Creating accountability, doesn't that mean you fire them? You let we
no, but
wouldn't get rid of Joe Woods. He wouldn't get rid of Joe Woods. That guy was terrible. He was awful.
Joe Woods was awful.
Oh, Joe Woods was replaced by Schwartz in 23.
Exactly. So, but it was one of the guys.
Joe Woods, yeah. But it's like Browns never like to fire people mid-season or anything like that.
It's something, but we'll see see how Monken is. We're going to give Monken the honeymoon period for a while this year. See how he does. But
Yeah, I think I think you definitely need to do that, and and it'll be very interesting what the structure looks like. I mean, that's going to be kind of something to watch for. What's the structure going to look like? There is no more Paul DePodesta involved.
What? Oh, his son, Todd's son. What is he doing for the Browns?
Monken's son?
Yeah, I thought
he's
part of the team.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going to do my research here. Todd, what's his
offensive analyst.
Okay. Now, what's an offensive analyst? You have an offensive coordinator.
We stink. Here's my analysis. We stink.
Yeah. Well, offensively, we were told if the way the Browns are thinking was if we have an average offense with this defense, and the way this division is right now, we could contend for the division. We could. Not saying we will. Not guaranteeing anything. But Ethan, last week you weren't here. He we like the coaching staff too, Mike. Thank you. The news broke with the Max Crosby trade.
Yeah.
While we were on the air.
Yes.
And next thing you know, was it 5 days later, he doesn't pass his physical, and
Yes.
That was
then
shady.
yeah. Now let me just throw a hypothetical out there. How do you think the national media would have reacted if it was the Browns that did that?
Oh my goodness. There would have been investigation. I say Trump would have said there should be an investigation.
Somebody would have. Yeah, it would have
Trump
been
said
it would have been a
Trump
scandal. It would have been ridiculous.
yes, the Browns, yeah,
Browns being
the Browns.
Browns, Browns being Browns,
Yeah,
dysfunctional, blah blah
yeah,
blah.
there you
The
go.
same bullshit over and over again.
Over it. Oh, if the Browns would have done that.
Let's
Goodness.
no, I like what Munkin's doing so far. I like what they're doing. We haven't even been a full week into the new league year yet, so let's see what happens. Because yes, we need a left tackle, we need a center, and we need a number one wide receiver.
Yeah, out the gate, I love this tempering period, free agency period.
Yeah,
Working on our own line, I really am happy about
we
that.
but we wanted to talk about this before we get into the UFL stuff. We talked about it a little bit. There's like this lot of this stuff coming out about Shador Sanders and the work ethic. Jason Lloyd saying what he's saying, and he was actually on Ken Carmen's show, and people were calling him up and calling him out on it. You had a really good take earlier off the air, Ethan. Would you mind repeating that? I want
Okay.
people to hear this.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing, and so I'll just preface this so people, so that I'm in for transparency's sake. I met Jason Lloyd when I was at Kent State. He was my editor at the Daily Kent Stater, so I worked under him,
Okay.
and he kind of took me under his wing. But I've never, after Kent State, I never talked to the guy, or anything like that. And so it's not like I'm a personal friend or anything like that. But so I know who
I have
he is.
met him. I've met
Right.
Jason Lloyd. Mhm.
Sure. So I know him. I know Zach Jackson. I know they're both with the Athletic, right? And the thing is, if you're a professional journalist, you have to answer to people. You can't just make up information. And you also can't reveal sources or they won't talk to you. And you won't get the insider information.
Mm-hmm.
So just because somebody says they have they were sources
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean they're fake or made up. If you're writing that and you're putting your journalistic integrity on the line, you better have sources or you are going to be done in the business.
You better
So-
be ready to back it up when needed.
So
Right.
So stop right there. So when you say sources are telling me, you can't, of course, as a journalist, reveal your sources, but you better be telling the truth.
Well, right, but that's the whole,
Right.
and that's the point. He's a professional. As I said, this is not like some like local yokel on their website writing a blog. Hey, you know what? I heard this source. Who's your source? Oh, the guy who replaces the urinal cakes at the stadium. Okay, this is someone who does this for their living. I'm
Okay.
not. I can't. I'm so sick of this crap. Look, do you know what a journalist's job to do is? It's to report. And if they get sources and that helps them make stories and give you the information, that's what counts. I cannot believe people don't understand. Just because someone says it's an unnamed source doesn't mean the source is fake or the story is fake. Because if they're faking it, they have people to answer to above them. They are writing for a reliable or a
Yes, I'm right there with you. Absolutely. By not naming sources, people are going to speculate.
sure, and they can do that all they want, but they have to understand the role of a journalist and how they do their jobs.
But you also made another good point: was when were these sources talking to?
And
them?
that's the other thing. I don't know why this is coming about because this was all talked about last year. This is old, man. As they said in the movie, man, why are you bringing up old shit?
was this back like in like the training camp OTAs?
Right, because they talked about it, and then there were like someone like then there were pictures that came out of Shador like in the front row and stuff like that. So I don't think this is anything recent.
He's
I
in the
think
front row.
well, right. I think this is all.
Remember the front row.
Yeah, I think this is all like this is old stuff. And I do think, and also let's take a look at what he said. If he's simply saying that he needed to work on his understanding film, that's not a criticism. These kids in college don't do all these things necessarily. And it's just like any other type of job, a profession out of college, you got to learn. You gotta learn. So I'm not like gonna. I think that people also are making too much of it. They're making far too much out of it, and that also is frustrating because it's like, geez, Alou, so it's not everything that comes out is meant to be a criticism or throwing shade or whatever. It's just sometimes it is what it is, and I think the problem is you then can't, you know, I guess you don't get retorts directly from the people because they're like, I'm not going to answer that, and you know, and I don't know. It's a problem. It's a big issue, but I think that there is another overlying or overarching theme. Winning cures everything.
Right. Right. And I'm gonna make a point because I remember watching Shador in the preseason. Looked pretty good against Carolina.
Yep.
Looked horrible against the Rams. But by the time he started against the Raiders, and by the time he started, I mean, the offense did not look good against the Bengals last game of the season. We only scored 6 points, but when we needed a drive to get a field goal at the end of the game, we got it, and we ended up winning the game because the defense scored 2 touchdowns for us, and their kicker couldn't kick anything.
Right.
They failed the 2-point conversion. Kind of like just as much as we should have won the first game.
Yep.
They should have won the last game. It kind of evened out.
It did.
So anyway, my point being is that I saw him make a lot of progress throughout his rookie year. I watched what I saw on the field.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're in agreement on that. So maybe that stuff he was talking about might have been way early, or what they had concerns with him about, and he didn't start right away. He wasn't getting first team reps, maybe because he wasn't ready.
And why is it that people wouldn't accept that? Although I will say, I mean, I feel as though it was a joke that Dylan Gabriel was ahead of him.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it just, but if what Jason Lloyd is saying is true, with what these, let me just say this: what these sources are saying to Jason Lloyd are true, because he could be be given bad information,
And that's a possibility as
incorrect
well.
information.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, hey, I think what they're going to do this year, they are going to start him. He's going to be QB1 from the start. Deshaun Watson is not going to play this year.
You don't think?
I don't think he will.
Well, I think the goal. Here's my guess: it won't be the intention to play him. Because I think that they want to see what they have at Shore. Because let's say let's just
Stefanski want a third
He's
lefty
there.
QB.
That's exactly.
He can have him.
He can have Timu Tua. But the thing is, like, I don't think the intent will be to play Watson, but he's gonna be on the roster,
Right.
and if there's an injury, he's gonna,
Well, that would be an extreme case.
you know, he'll be put into service. I think you sink or swim with Sanders in because let's say Watson were to play well, right? He's not coming back next year. So then what do you have? Nothing.
No, I think the ship has sailed. He's going to be on the roster. He tore his Achilles twice. Countless amount of injuries. Has been off for 700 days. Another layoff that long. If he plays, it's probably not going to be pretty because I remember 2024.
He had to knock the rust off every time. Got to knock the rust off.
Well, and then in 2024, that shoulder injury carried over, and he wasn't the same.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of. It seemed to me that it was just as much mental as it was physical,
Yeah.
and I just don't get it. Like how he could
It's
be.
possible mental, but
Yes, because yes, that shyster lawyer, he timed it perfectly. I'll never forget that. He timed those lawsuits perfectly. And
that wasn't by mistake. Yeah.
yeah, it was when he was trying to focus on that Cowboys game, which I want that game back. I still want that game back.
Oh.
Yeah, that lawyer timed it
I want lots of games back. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. All right, last thing. But the thing is, I think they're gonna start with Shador. They're gonna give him a chance to play, and by the end, we could be here another year from now with the next draft. We're either talking about Shador. We caught lightning in a bottle with a 5th round pick. We got a franchise QB, or all right, we got to pick another guy now. So one of those two things is gonna happen.
Yep.
His best game was the broken shoulder game in Baltimore. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
Yep.
was. Yeah, it
And
was. So UFL news. Go ahead, Posh.
UFL football is back, baby. A lot of news happened. First, we'll get into some housekeeping things going on. You first of all, March 29th, be in your seat to see the Columbus Aviators, the new one of the newest markets for the UFL, travel to Orlando. That is a game to watch. You've got Ted Ginn Jr. out of Glenville High School coaching his first game against something to prove coach Anthony Beck. He former coach of the Battlehawks, who's now back in his hometown of Florida, coaching Orlando Storm. And at that game, if you've got family in Florida to travel to go see, just announced a bunch of halftime performers. The Battlehawks, St. Louis, back here in my town here that I'm in currently, we've got Nelly and the Lunatics that are going to be at the game.
Nice.
And tickets are 33% off. And an Orlando Storm game, that Columbus Aviators, if you can catch it in Florida, is going to be performed. DJ Khaled's going to be performing. So they announced some things to drum up some excitement coming up there. But tonight I just wanted to give you some players to watch on the Aviators. We've got Tony Fields the second, familiar name. He is going to be middle linebacker. Remember, he has 4 seasons. He had 4 seasons on the Browns, 88 tackles, 1 interception.
And one roughing the punter in Cincinnati when he was trying to be a hero.
45 games he played for the Browns. He's 6'0", 6 foot and 222 pounds. And I want you to also look for, I stayed with the defense tonight because I love defense. Defense really is important. I think that that Columbus Aviators at Orlando Storm, Coach Anthony Beck has a lot to prove. He never got a ring with the Battlehawks. He's going to come out swinging. DTR is the quarterback of the Orlando Storm. So, yes, there's always a Brown connection there, baby. So, DTR is the quarterback. He's going to start him off flying in that game. And so, the Columbus Aviators need to come out strong. A second player to wrap up here, Smoke Monday. Yes, Smoke Monday of the New Orleans. If you remember the 2019 Iron Bowl interception he did on Mac Jones. So there's some really good reasons to watch Columbus Aviators. I'm going to be coming into town for a game in Columbus there, but definitely check it out. The UFL starts March 27th. Games on Friday. There's going to be some games on Tuesday. UFL, Fox, ESPN, ABC, no hardcore streaming needs. Get those senior citizens watching those games without any hoops to jump through.
Right. Perfect. Well, also too, I remember there's I don't know if they're going to do it this year, but they're going to not have a Thanksgiving game as well as having a Thanksgiving game on Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve.
The NFL, you mean NFL? Yeah,
That's
NFL,
NFL.
yeah.
That's what
yeah, they just started talking about that possibly. I'm like, geez, man, the NFL is like trying to milk every dollar they can out of folks and have eyes on their product all the time, and they do an amazing job of it. The only thing that kind of stinks is the fact that they are on so many different platforms, but we're all of an age where it's like streaming wasn't the norm. And it's kind of crazy that it's a business. The bottom line is it's a business, and they're making business decisions, trying to get the most money. The players enjoy it because the revenue.
Yes, I had to sit down and go over my streaming budget.
Hey, that's a tough one. I'm like, look, I'll get the Sunday ticket. And that's because I'm in Virginia and I watch games with my son. But I'll find some dodgy streams if I have to, if I really need to see a game.
I just, like I said earlier tonight, people were looking for the Cavs game on their local TV, and it's on Amazon. It's being streamed on Amazon Prime. Speaking of which, there's 2:52 left in the fourth quarter. I got 133 Cavaliers, 99 Mavericks.
Yeah, that's a shellacking. That is a shellacking, and
Well,
we are.
they were talking about what the Cavs are doing with their roster now is just kind of with their lineups, I should say. It's more of a trial and error and see what works best. So get healthy, be able to find the best matchups you can. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I am saying this. Just I am overly pleased at what they've done so far. It's early. I mean, yes, there's still needs. There's always going to be needs, but I think they're going to draft a left tackle and a receiver. That's a pretty safe bet. What they're going to do.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would say that we have 2 first-round picks. I would be shocked. We had 3 picks in the top 40 of this draft. I would expect 2 of those 3 picks to be offense.
Okay.
You're going to see a heavy investment in the offense.
I would expect I would expect 3 unless a defensive stud has fallen and is just sitting there in your lap because this team has to rebuild this offense. I mean, even Andrew Berry said said as much in after the season and talked about them needing to rebuild the offense. So I fully believe that they are going to be shooting for the best offensive players available and trying to get this team back on track. I think the defensive line is certainly in a pretty good place right now. The secondary could use some work. It's going to be questioned, as Mike talked about earlier, and you mentioned it, this Emerson thing. How's that? Right now we've got Campbell and Ward. What else do we have? Because I wasn't, I feel like we need to, Miles Harden was Miles Harden to watch.
Miles Harden was there. D'Angelo, they brought him back, and they did sign another guy. What was that?
IP Freely?
Yes. No. They did bring in another guy from I think it was from Houston, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, jeez. God, what is with all the adult content popping up on my Twitter feed?
Whoa, hey now. Lou, I'm not so sure. I don't have these. Well, Trey Avery, I don't know what he did last year,
bringing back Hickman helps, but
right, but he's a safety. I'm talking like we need corner.
D'Angelo Ross. We brought him back. Yeah, but but Campbell and Ward have been excellent for us. But
absolutely, they were both very good. I think that actually Campbell just fit our style really well in his physicality. I would like to see. Depending upon where, I would love the Browns. Again, being a homer, get me Davison Igmanosin. Get me Iggy. The guy has size and he's physical.
Iggy out of what school?
OSU.
OSU, okay.
I mean, he got called for a crap. Not this past season. The season before was constantly getting called for pass interference calls. He cleaned that up a lot, but he is physical.
Okay.
He will battle. So
let's get in camp because we cannot have penalties. We cannot have penalties with these rookies that will kill us. That's yards lost. So let's just clean that up.
Well, right, but I think communication is key. Communication is key, and let's see what again. This is going to be about accountability. If guys are committing penalties and they're making poor decisions, how are they going to be held accountable so that it's not a reoccurring theme? And I feel like that's where we had issues, in the past, is that guys got to do whatever, and it's like, oh, you benched him for a play. You benched him for one play. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Give 1 second, guys. I need to try.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, we were about to wrap it up.
Right. We'll wrap it. Well, all right. Well, hey, speaking of a wrap-up, the final score, your Cleveland Cavaliers 138, the Dallas Mavericks 105. Thank you for attending and drive safely.
Thank you for that update, Ethan.
Well, you're welcome. Try to.
No, thank you, Ethan. They can find you on Going Nuclear and what else?
I am on do my Going Nuclear podcast. I'm also on the Prospects of the Land podcast and the Let's Go Crunch podcast. And actually, coming up soon, we will be doing a podcast. There is another soccer team entering the market in Cleveland. The Lorraine Leviathan FC is part of the one of the USL levels. And my man Drew Hagenbaugh and I will be co-hosting the official podcast of Lorraine Leviathan. So look forward to that as all the soccer is heating up. And guys, hey, anybody out in Cleveland this weekend, if you're not going to the MAC Championship tomorrow night, head on over to the Wolstein Center Fan Appreciation Night. They will be retiring the jersey of Tim Tima. I believe tomorrow Bernie will be there. So head on over to the Wolstein Center. They've got their final 2 regular season home games tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m., and then a 2-week break, and they will be in the playoffs, which is a 4-team event, top 2 from each division in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena. They have already punched their ticket there, so definitely get – yes, I am Hemi all over the place. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I can barely decide. See this bottle of vodka, Dermody Drive? Oh, no, that's – sorry, I went a little M&M here for us. But, yeah, so, yeah, check me out. And if you follow me on Twitter, at egreen4325, I post everything there as to, all the things I got going on and podcasts, etc. So that's the best way to really keep track of all the craziness I'm doing. I use it myself to keep track of what I'm doing.
Okay. We'll be back here next Friday. Posh, you got anything you want to plug?
Yes, I am going to soon be plugging my United Football Media. I'm filming that next week, Thursday. You'll see me around for United Football Media. I'll have that on my profile, but I'll still be supporting Analytics This. So I'll soon be doing double duty, but I will always be here for you on Analytics This because I am always a Browns girl.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate that. Hey, check out the Sunday Stew Pot on Rumble and YouTube in the Stu Spark Media Group. I'm going to give a little preview that the thumbnail for the episode's hilarious because it was he said, Ayatollah you. So that's the name of the show. It's just something Corey said. I was like, you know what? That's going to work. Plus my voice is back now. I feel a lot better.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Honestly, I feel great about what the team has done so far. I feel a lot better about this offensive line. I think we have the opportunity because I was just saying this. I don't think Baltimore really improved that much. I don't think Pittsburgh got Michael Pittman, but they really haven't done much, and they're gonna bring back Aaron Rodgers. And Cincinnati, what have they done? Look at what everybody else in the division has done compared to what we have done. And let's wait out this offseason and see how things look as things progress. But you're throwing up your hands. It's gone. 8 or 9 wins this season. 9 wins this season could win the division if they're done against the right teams.
Yep. Nope. I'm right with you, man. I concur.
It could. I'm just saying, just because it was like, wow, that mean, didn't Pittsburgh win the division because of a missed field goal?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure did.
And they got their butts kicked in the playoffs.
Sure did.
Yes.
So guys, remember, think before you click and share. Check your sources.
Yeah.
Check your sources like he checked the sources about Travis Hunter, guys.
Well, I just asked about it now because I've been seeing this and I'm going.
Yes.
I'm like, is this real? Is this sometimes
exactly.
We could tell when something's AI. You see an old lady swimming in a river with an anaconda, and I'm like, okay, that's not real.
But yeah,
I've seen that. I'm like,
but there's a lot of AI sports profiles that share sports gossip like that, and I think
there's a lot of garbage out there. And the thing is too, just Shador seems to be a good kid. He does. I have nothing against him. I want him to succeed. I want the Browns to succeed. So let's see what happens. Thank you all for joining us. Guys, thanks for commenting. Jeez, especially Mike in the UK, man. Thank you so much. And Hemi, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it. We're just let me get that music going here because I'm not gonna no, we're not doing the countdown. Yeah, keep going. No, I'm not gonna do the countdown music. I gotta use my other hand. I'm right-handed.
Whoa. That is not my Batman cup.
This music. I'm right-handed, folks. It's not that kind of a show, Ethan. Refrain refraining from my off-color humor as we're on YouTube now.
Probably wise. Probably a good thing to do. Yeah, all right, sweet. Yeah, fry you later. Gotta get one of these, Lois. No, 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 no!